Welcome back to Kimchi Crawl with our Mountain Dwarf Fighter. Last time we finished off Vaults, and we've now got 3 runes of Zot, so we could enter Zot, which is at the end of Depths. I think we dipped into the Depths last time, but we only did the first floor, I think. So let's head back there and see if we can get to the bottom. There we go, Depths. Only 5 levels in Depths, but typically there are a lot of special rooms and stuff, and much more dangerous monsters, so you have to be pretty careful. That fire dragon armor is actually pretty good for us, I think, because we ended up buying an amulet that had, or finding an amulet, I can't remember, this amulet, which had double resist cold on it, and we've got no resist fire at the moment, so it's probably worth wearing fire dragon armor just for the resist fire. Let's get away from the ogre mage. Paralyze, yeah. Let's summon something just in case he does that. And in terms of decks, we're only low on summoning, so we can summon a couple of corpses to get that back, and otherwise we'll just focus on wonder related stuff. Okay, already back to 26 summoning, so all set there. And let's see how the fire dragon, acquirement, how the fire dragon scale mail looks. Okay, so currently we have 42 AC, 13 evasion, 35 16, but we do get 2 resist fire, and if we wear our ring we can bring that up to 3 resist fire, which is pretty nice. So I think I would prefer to have this over the golem armor. That means that we lose out on the spirit shield, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but the spirit shield is nice. So we'll put the golem armor into our bag for the moment. We've got 2 manuals. Both manuals of throwing. Oh yeah, that's right. I think we found one in the Bailey and then one in the vaults. Let's see what we can get from acquirement. 25 silver javelins is nice, especially if we're training throwing. I feel like we had silver javelins elsewhere in the game. Oh no, maybe not. The nice thing about silver javelins is that they'll do extra damage to chaotic and magically transformed beings, which orbs of fire are included under that. So silver javelins will do extra damage to some of the more dangerous enemies in Zot. But we're not there yet, so let's just focus on getting through depths. We've got our int drained a little bit, probably from that brain before. Anyway, we're focusing on fighting and throwing, which is fine. Let's get armor up to 20, just so it's a nice round number. And evocations as well. Those water elementals are somewhat deceptively dangerous because they have this status where they can engulf you, which I think happened just before, but basically if you get engulfed you'll take asphyxiation damage, increasing damage every turn until you escape, and it makes reading scrolls, casting spells, and invoking divine abilities impossible. So these guys are actually fairly dangerous if they come with other enemies. Okay. Do we resist poison? Yeah, we do. the fire resistance is already coming in handy. Right, we're full up on inventory. Let's just put some of our scrolls in the bag. We don't need... I guess we can just enchant the Fire Dragon armor. We don't need to carry around Remove Curse. So Fire Dragon armor can be enchanted up to +8, and we have... how many? 4 scrolls of enchant armor in total. I could hang on to all of these scrolls in hopes of getting a gold dragon armor, but Fire Dragon is more than good enough to finish the game with, so there's not really any reason not to pump the enchantment up right now. There's a gate to Pandemonium here. I can't remember if we've seen one of these already, but basically this just leads to another branch of the game where you can find an extra, what is it, 5 runes? Yeah, an extra 5 runes there. We won't be doing Pan, in this game at least. +5 Ring of Intelligence is a better swap for stat drain than this hat is, so we can just get rid of the hat. But I won't wear it right now. Intelligence is not very useful for us. We still don't have very much MR, which is why this eye is able to paralyze and confuse and disintegrate us quite easily. So it'd be nice if we found a source of MR at some point in the depths. Potion of Degeneration we can sacrifice. Okay, so there's 2 out of 5 done. And those have been pretty tame depths so far. Vampire Knights, I think, have Paralyze, so we want to be a little bit careful around him. It's either them or the mages have it. We do have a Ring of See Invisible. Yeah, he does have Paralyze. That's not what I want. Don't want to eat the mutagenic flesh. Troll Earth Mage, so he's going to dig through the walls. We need to take him out so that we don't end up in a massive open space. Does the Lich have banishment? He can have banishment. It's safer to just summon a friend and get him in the way then. Hopefully this guy can take out the Lich by himself. Yep, cool. This is getting bad quite quickly. Let's just summon a Pan Lord. That works out pretty well. Don't do Hellfire on me. Wow, that guy's not helping. Our ally there wasn't very clever, and he was calling down Hellfire on the enemy, which I was standing immediately adjacent to, which is not good. Hellfire ignores AC, and it can't be negated by any resistance. That's the Shining Eye. Let's summon... Let's just do a deal 4 on summoning. plenty of people blocking up line of sight now. Well, this guy did drop gold dragon scales, so I'll see what it looks like, but I've already put some enchantment into the fire dragon scales, so I don't know if I actually want it. Flayed Ghost is taking our health away. Let's see if we can acid him. He's out of range, okay. Does this guy have gold dragon scales as well? Man, when it rains it pours. And another lich, so let's just get a friend. Okay. That was a little bit messy. I probably should have retreated and fought them in this corridor. But anyway, so we've got 39 AC, 16 evasion. If I wear the gold dragon scales, 43, 11. So that's a total of 54. Total of 55. I don't think the resistances are actually terribly different. 2 fire and cold, 1 negative poison elec. Nah, I think I'd rather just keep the fire dragon scales. We can just get rid of the gold. Here's the Abyss. Can't remember if we've seen a Abyss entrance either. This is our first entrance that we've seen. We probably could fairly easily get the Abyssal Rune, but I'm probably not going to go out of my way to get it. If we get Abyssed, I might think about it. And this is probably going to be an entrance to the Hells. What with all these demons here. We want to kill this guy. This is the guy that I summoned before that has Hellfire or Damnation. Actually no, that was Pandemonium. Okay. I think we have seen a Hell entrance somewhere. Yeah, we've seen a couple. These boots are not going to be better than boots of running, but I am kind of curious to see what they actually are. What can I drop? We don't really need. I guess we can enchant the flaming axe. Yeah, just +1 boots. And a Disc of Storms, I don't think I'll bother with. Okay, down to depths 4. This is... I recognise this one. So these 3 stairs are right at the start, and this metal wall. I'm pretty sure this one is like there's a giant area in here which we have to fight through, and then the other stairs are on the other side of it, and it's like a giant ring which we have to fight our way through. I think we only had 1 scroll of magic mapping. 3 scrolls. Yeah, I'll just read one so I can show what I'm talking about. So yeah, there's the 3 stairs here. There's another 3 stairs here, but only one of them is an actual stair. And to get to this side, we have to fight our way around the entire level, I think. Or we can fight our way inside here to these 2 stairs. But yeah, this is a cool level layout. I'm going to be a bit careful, because if we do have to run back to the stairs, we've got a long way to run. So I'm going to try and draw enemies back instead of fighting them where they are, just so that the noise doesn't attract a whole bunch of bad stuff on us. In fact, let's just exclude these doors for now so that we don't auto-explore in there. We'll clear the outside of it first. Okay, so I might pop my head down just to see what this level looks like. This one looks like a normal one. And we can clear those exclusions and start working on the inside. Spriggan Air Mage. Very evasive. We could take him out pretty easily with a 1 device blast, but okay, we managed to just kill him normally. Again, the Ogre Mage potentially has... Oh no, I keep on getting these guys mixed up. Yeah, well, they have Paralyze at least. They can have Paralyzed. So, good to be careful of them. Let's summon a friend. Is there a way to check the stack? I think I had, when I drew the stack last time, I think I had 2 clouds at the end, which is not a terribly useful card from when I used it in the vaults, so I think I might just draw those just to get rid of them. And good. Okay, stack is empty, so let's stack up another 5 escape cards. So, portal, what's velocity? I think that just lets us run away. Speed to allies or terrible slowness to foes, okay. So we'll have portal at the top, elixir below it. We'll move cloud to the bottom. Okay. I should be a bit careful of this Juggernaut. Actually, yeah, I should be very careful of him. He can hit up to 80 damage. And we've got 3 Wonder. Let's see what we've got. Alchemist, Bargain, Mercenary. Are there any shops on this level? No shops in depths, but if we do run into one, we'll get a good deal now. And this guy had Damnation. Get rid of him. Okay, I think that's basically the level cleared out. Another Juggernaut, let's just summon someone. An artifact sling I don't care about, we can sacrifice it. Same with random effects, we don't need them on auto pickup. Ah, that's the cantrips book. I'll pick up Apportation. That's sometimes useful. We're not likely to be able to cast it though, unless we train some spellcasting skills, which we could do. Don't really need remove curse at this point. +6 Shillelagh Devastator. This is a another standard artifact for unrand art. I think this just causes explosions when you hit people with it, which is cool, but maces and flails. I guess we do have cross training with maces and flails, but I'm never going to use that. We can just get rid of it and Nemelex will like us for that. And Curare tip darts. Do I have any other darts? No, just them. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Don't need amnesia. We can just identify the wand. Enslavement, don't need it. Caustic Shrike. I think this is the first time we've seen one of these guys. They're quite dangerous. Let's, I think we can Ice Blast him, which will catch us as well, but it's a good way of taking him out because it cannot be avoided. So it's useful for high evasion enemies. Fear from the brain, that's not a big issue. It is if he's going to keep on confusing me though. Okay, there we go. Alright, so there's that level cleared. So depth's 5. This bit here with the purple walls is probably the entrance to Zot, so I'll just exclude that door for the moment. And I'll close that one and exclude it as well. Just make my way around the outside of this structure so I can mark off all of the doors. Okay. Ring of Evasion. +3 Ring of Evasion. I'm already wearing a +5 Ring of Protection, which I probably would prefer. So I'll leave that. We don't need a Acrobat Amulet, don't know when I picked that up. Looks like I have some other amulet as well. Harm, don't need a Harm Amulet either. Another Caustic Strike, let's get our buddies to help us. We haven't had any trouble with either of the ones that I've run into here, but those guys are definitely not to be underestimated. And we've just been marked, so I'm going to make my way back to the stair. I don't want the whole level converging on me. Um, 50 damage plus its weapon of electrocution. Legendary Demon Spawn Berserker. Well, the only thing in there is a Demon Trident, which is not something I'm interested in, so we can just leave him. Ring of Ice, don't care. Already got Ring of Protection from Cold, which is much better. And I think I've already identified staves of wizardry, so I don't care about those staves either. Lots of jellies. Can they open doors? They can. I want to get to an open area and then just summon some stuff, but I'm pretty sure these guys are fast. We do have a Ring of Corrosion Resistance, which I should put on. Okay. Get him. Good job, boys. That guy did a real number on our Executioner's Axe that we summoned. Why are there so many jellies? This is crazy. There must be some sort of vault. Yeah, I guess they're coming out of whatever this thing is. Looks like the Zot Vault, but I don't remember any Zot Vault that had this many jellies in it. Want to be careful with the eyes, because they can paralyze. So I don't really want to give them direct line of sight. Okay, maybe they were all in this room with the Jiva altar. And these guys are definitely from the vault, all these draconians. Zot is filled with draconians of all sorts. I can probably clear those exclusions now. Looks like I'm already heading inside. Lots of dragons. Let's just pull these guys back out to this open space. We can summon on them. Okay, so looks like we've basically finished this level up. I do want to check that scarf actually. Oh, there's another... No, that's the one from the bugged out gauntlet. Repulsion, don't care. Okay, yep, so we're done. I just noticed that this bit over here is a little copyright symbol. Anyway, let's see if we can poke our heads into Zot. Not a great entrance. The moth is gonna berserk everyone. I guess we just stare dance them. Yeah, all these berserk guys are doing a lot of damage. Have we finished our manual? We have. Let's just stop throwing. And we don't need axes anymore, we're already at min delay. We can stick armor and shields back on though. And evocations. Actually, I'll train a little bit of spellcasting and evocations. I'll train up to, not evocations, translocations. I'll train 6 translocations. And actually, no, spellcasting isn't worth as much. I might also learn blink. If we get blink castable, that can come in handy. So let's train a little bit of translocations and see where that gets us. Ah, yeah, they berserk you as well, which is dangerous. And I can probably swap out cold resistance for corrosion resistance. So yeah, only 3 levels of translocations and we've already got decent failure rate on apportation at least. Although at this stage in the game it's probably not actually that helpful. We don't need remove curse at this stage in the game. Let's just take that off of auto pickup. What unknown scrolls are there? Where are the scrolls? I don't think there are any unknown scrolls. Okay. And yeah, with Zot, I'm going to be very careful. Even very strong characters can die in Zot if you get a bit overconfident and run into a few orbs of fire, for example. So every time I see an enemy, I'm going to pull it backwards towards the entrance. Do I have a wand of digging? I do, yeah. That's useful. If things get really bad and I'm far away from any stairs, I can dig myself a little kill hole in the wall. Warped robe, we can sacrifice that. I do have electricity resistance, right? Yeah, I do. Speaking of electricity, it might be worth, if I find another scroll of brand weapon, it might be worth trying to rebrand the broad axe. Something like cold is more useful in Zot than electrocution, I think. That was a kind of small level actually. But anyway, there's 1 Zot down, 4 to go. Another Moth of Wrath. Let's see if I can take these guys up. Translocation 6 has been reached. Let's go. Don't know. Armor and shields. How are we doing on fail rates? Not too bad. Might get it up a little bit more just so blink is below 10%. Let's go to 8. Don't know that we ever found a magical ego on a large shield, but that would be nice. I think we did get a couple of regular shields with egos on them, but I sacrificed them. Positive energy, possibly worth hanging on to, but I'll just wear the cold for now. Actually, you know what we can do? We can cast apportation to get that ring. Nice. Not a very good ring though. Oh dear. We're getting blinked around, which is not good. Let's see if we can make our way back to the stairs. And we had minus 12 corrosion, so our weapon wasn't going to be doing very much. Who is it that's doing it? These shifters. So they're dangerous. We need to take them out whenever we see them. Leave me alone. Okay, good. And there was another scroll of magic mapping over there. So we've got 1, 2, 3 scrolls of magic mapping. I won't map this level, but we can map 3, 4, 5 of Zot. There's no reason to hang on to mapping at this stage in the game. Let's just go fighting, armor, shields, evocations. So we've got 8% fail on blink, which I'll probably forget to use but could come in handy. I don't want to stand in a corner like that because he's gonna get the lightning bolt bouncing off the corner and hitting us twice. And we probably made some noise, so let's go back to the stair. Actually, we can put on the negative resistance ring for this. Silenced. I think these guys just throw clown pie, which can do various things. In fact, I think they are weak to silver. Yeah, vulnerable to silver, so we should be quivering our silver javelins and making use of our throwing, which we spent a ton of XP on. These guys are vulnerable to silver as well. Yeah, it does a decent amount of damage. Enchant weapon, let's just use it on the flaming. Ring of evasion I decided I didn't care about. Potion of mutation I'll just pick up. Have we been mutated yet? We haven't. We're likely to get mutated at some point in Zot. There's another... Oh yeah, that's in there. I don't think we've got any spare mutation potions lying around. This is a bit dangerous. Let's back up. If an orb of fire wandered in, that would be very bad. What is happening? I'm dying. Let's draw the portal, draw the elixir, and step away. Oh, hang on. What happened to the portal? Oh, we got dispelled. So that got rid of the teleportation effect. These Quicksilver dragons, gotta watch out for that. But that was almost a bad situation. Let's put on the negative resistance. Put back the cold. Okay, almost 2 levels of Zot done. Still haven't seen any orbs of fire, which is good. Hopefully that doesn't mean that there are like 20 in Zot 5, because that would be terrible. Okay, all good. Let's... Oh, we actually found another magic mapping somewhere. Okay, let's try and work our way around the outside before we start exploring the center. Resist corrosion, resist cold, intelligence -2, see invisible. That's a great ring. So we can drop our current ring of protection from cold, as well as our corrosion and see invisible, and just wear that instead. Want to be careful of that alarm trap there. I really should be using throwing, because it's doing a lot of damage. Well, not to that guy, it really sucked on that guy. And I don't even have to walk into unexplored territory, because I can just apport all of the javelins back. Okay, so we've done about half of the outside track, and nothing too bad has popped up. Although there's a lot of draconians. Let's step next to them so they don't fireball me. What does this guy do? Stormcaller. Let's summon... Oops, that was the wrong card. That works as well. Let's summon now. I probably shouldn't have shut the door while I was berserk, because you see there, just after you kill the Moth of Wrath, you slam the door shut with a bang, which would have been noisy, but it's probably okay. In fact, I should be waiting until I'm not slow anymore before I start re-exploring. Ooh. Let's kill the Moth of Wrath, so that we don't have a bunch of berserk draconians surrounding us. Okay, there we go. Don't even know why I'm bothering. I can just walk over and pick it up. But why walk when you have spells? Okay, just about done with all of the outside of the level. So I feel safer exploring the inside now and letting auto-explore take over. Okay, should be good. Let's get that Moth of Wrath first of all. Good. Three Wonder, let's see. Sage, Alchemist, Alchemist. Let's go Sage. Studious about throwing. Well, I guess we are using a lot of javelins, so that's fine. I can put the mutation potion in the bag actually. Okay, there we go. Another level of Zot down. Let's stay out of whatever this is. This looks like the end vault in one of the Hell branches. It's probably a copy of that. In fact, it looks like the throne room in Syl. That's kind of cool. Let's just exclude that so that that doesn't bother us. I want to bring these guys upstairs actually, because they were getting double lightning bolts on me. I mean, he still is, because this is a small room, but at least it's not making as much noise up here. Yeah, the lightning breath from the dragon is probably causing a lot of noise. Let's head back the other way. That was actually nice of him, he blinked us away. Okay, not too much left of this main section of level. Do I even need to go in there? Only two? I think only two of the downstairs are in there, so we might just be able to skip it. These javelins really do a great job against those tentacle monsters. Unfortunately, I don't think the dragons are vulnerable to silver like they are. 3 wonder, let's see. Let's go to the trowel. We've got a bazaar, and we do have a lot of money, so this could be good. Although, I mean, to be honest, at this stage of the game, I'm not sure. Well, the MR++ ring also has slaying on it, which was really nice. That's a good ring. That's probably worth buying. But otherwise, yeah, I'm not really sure at this stage of the game what we can actually buy that would be that helpful. The Amulet of Air. Our current amulet is giving us 2 resist cold. I think I'd rather hang on to that. And that's it. Okay. So where was the MR ring? Let's buy that. I think that was the only useful thing I saw. So if we put on... Well, first of all, how much resist cold? We've got 2. We're going to have -1 from this ring, so I think we need to put this over our protection ring. So now we have decent MR, a little bit of slaying, and that's it, I think. A little bit of extra dexterity from that ring as well. So that's decent. Could be better, but also we do need MR, and at some point I picked up a scroll of acquirement, which we should just read. More silver javelins, let's go with that. Okay. Another manual. Invocations, not useful for this character. Nemelex uses evocations for his god abilities. Yeah, I don't know if I actually want to go in here. It seems kind of dangerous, and at this point of the game, there's really no point. Let's just use this stat and hope that it's not a terrible one. Let's read our last, well, not our last, but the last scroll of magic mapping that we'll need for the game. And let's exclude this stuff off so we don't explore into it. That's kind of bad. Permanent teleport trap at this wing, but we can get through on this side. Right, so let's see if we can stair dance all this stuff up. And I probably want to exclude the other two upstairs as well from that level, which are where, exclude that one so I don't accidentally take it during the ascent. This is a lot. Let's just might. We've got plenty of that. Those guys are actually fairly dangerous. Okie dokie. We need to kill the shifter, if possible. Still no orbs of fire, which is good, but also concerning. Because even though the spawn in one level has no effect on the spawns in the next level, it makes me feel like we are going to see a lot here. Actually, I want to fight him in the open. Can you step into? Good. Okay, looks like that's the main bit. Well, everything prior to the wings. Or I think people usually call these the lungs. The lungs of Zot. Cleared out everything prior to the lungs. Usually what I do here is play very cautiously, bring things out a few at a time. Let's just shout at the entrance and bring these orb guardians over. Oh, that's a net trap actually. That could be bad. Yep, because that happens. Well, at least this side is clear of traps now. Ancient Lich, please step south. Good. If he stepped on the Zot trap, we would have the negative effects from it. He should be vulnerable to silver as well, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it says specifically, but I'm pretty sure it works against undead. Oh no, maybe not. Okay, I guess he's not vulnerable to silver. But it still works fine. So there's a couple of schools of thought on how you should approach the lungs in Zot, and one is that you should play extremely carefully and clear out both lungs before you grab the orb. I prefer to just somewhat carefully clear out one lung and then make a run for it. Hopefully that works out. We took a fair bit of damage there, let's just back up a bit. Let's clear a path to this stair as well, for when we're escaping. Okay, we should be good. If things get really bad, we can always deal 4 from escape and hopefully get some elixir and velocity or whatever it is. Our next card in escape is velocity. We can use that when we grab the orb, if we've still got it by then. Nice. Oh, well, there's an orb of fire. I wonder if these guys get affected by the teleport trap. That would be ideal if he does. Oh, 2 orbs of fire. Okay, I think one of them just disappeared in the teleport trap. I wonder if we can get this guy to step into one as well. Yeah? Oh, okay. Well, he didn't teleport very far away. Let's haste, might. I think might helps with throwing damage. Yeah, the javelins actually do fantastically well against orbs of fire. Throwing is underrated. I'm feeling a little bit more confident now. Although, having said that, don't just run in. We do get mutated actually as well. We occasionally shout, we are clumsy, and our body deteriorates. I want to get rid of the shouting one at least. So we got minus 10% and minus 2 dex, but we got rid of the shouting, which is good. Okay. A few alarm traps in there, which is something to be wary of. And there we go, there's the orb. Unfortunately, our portation does not work on the orb of Zot. It makes a very loud noise if you try. But it looks like we might be in the clear. Are you guys vulnerable to silver? No. I'm pretty sure these guys are. No, they're not actually. Okay, I guess it's just the tentacle monsters and the orbs of fire. Hello, where'd you go? That clown is going to be good. I thought he was going to step on the Zot trap. And the dragon's making a lot of noise. Okay, surely there's nothing else. Let's get that javelin back. Alright, here we go. We pick up the orb of Zot, the orb lets out a hideous shriek, the lords of pandemonium are not amused. Now all we have to do is get back out of the dungeon, so let's draw velocity. Nothing appears to happen, that's a shame. I guess it doesn't work when you have the orb. In that case, let's just haste. There's a tormentor. We have our We don't. We should put our resist negative ring on probably. Being tormented will cut your health in half, but it's less bad if you have more resist negative. I don't really know which ring I want to take off actually. Probably Z. And we do have boots of running and plenty of potions of haste, so hopefully we should just be able to run away from everything on the ascent. Let's haste. You guys can deal with him. That wasn't terribly helpful. That's a bit better. And I don't know which stair to go up, so I'm just going to let Auto Explore pick the best one for me. Alright, there we go. We have escaped. So, there you go. There's Kimchi Crawl for you. This character was pretty strong, and we didn't do a lot of the game. So I might do another video at some point. But anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. See you next time.